Hello, and welcome to Old Guy Perspective. Today we're going to look at a okay camera. It's great for the casual user and someone that doesn't want to have a whole lot of different modes and all that kind of crazy stuff like that. And it's very, very small. Now, I just finished the review on the DJI Nano, and I really like that camera. So we're going to take a look at this and then kind of not do a comparison, but I'm going to use the Nano as a secondary camera when I'm out on the e-bike doing the test on this thing. So first thing we got to do is open this thing up. Then we got this little seal somewhere right here. Okay, and there's not much in here. It's the camera, charging cable, and a mount, a screw, and that's basically it. So let's take this out. So let's go ahead and open this up. And typical data and the setup stuff, charging stuff, your quick act scan or QR codes right there. Subscription, if you don't already have one, I have one, but you can get a subscription, get good discounts, decal, and the product manual itself. Then USB-C to USB-C cable. Is this a curved mount or straight mount? Good, it's a straight mount. Or is it a curved mount? No, it's a curved mount. Now, I'm glad they put in a short screw in this one. I kind of like these for cameras this small. It gets things out of the way. And then the curved mount adhesive mount, that's for the helmets and stuff like that. And down here is the diffuser for the light. We'll set that off to the side for right now. And the camera itself is right here. So let's take a quick look here. Get all this stuff out of the way. All right, here is the LIT. And we'll tear off all the protective stuff and all that kind of thing. And the one off the back. And there it is. Okay, now I'm going to look at this diffuser real quick. Now, one of the things, if this diffuser, I got a small light when I got my GoPro 13 that I got the light mode, and it had a diffuser on it also. I want to see how secure this diffuser is, because I'm not going to take it off. So first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and install it and see if it clicks. All right, now let's see how tight that is. Okay. All right, my concern was, is this thing falling off like my other one did? This one looks like it clicked in pretty good. So I don't think I'll have to worry about that much. When you get the welcome sign and all that kind of thing like that, you select the language you want and you do your agreement for the legal stuff. I want voice control on, but you can turn it on or off. Hit the check mark like that. Then it'll ask you to confirm your voice control language. This says English there, so I'm confirming that. Now it's looking for an SD card. Now, I don't have one right now, so I'm going to grab one real quick and put one in. So, hey, we'll be back in just a minute. All right, so what we're going to do right now, guys, is we're going to go ahead and insert the SD card. There's a little latch right here. You pull down on it like that, and it should pop the door. It did. And there you've got your port for your USB-C for charging, and then you have your slot for your memory card. Okay, to insert your SD card, guys, it's logo side faces towards the lens. Set it down in here and press it in. And there we go. It is checking now for the SD card. Now it's telling me go to the Quick app. Now I'm trying to pair it right now. I did scan it. Continue. Connecting your camera to your Wi-Fi. But what it didn't do, oh, it is asking me to join. Huh. So it's doing it in the background, it looks like, guys. I've never seen it do it like this before. And I guess, okay, now, we have an update, and I've kind of figured we would. So we're going to go ahead and continue with the update. Accept and confirm. Where's that at? Right here. Almost done, don't go anywhere. Okay, now we are downloading the update right now. Sorry for the little bump in the road there, guys. This is different for me because normally I just go to the GoPro Plus and then pull down and say pair on the screen here. But that's not the case with this particular one. You just go ahead and scan the barcode, or if you already have the app, just turn it on and hit plus camera. It'll bring up the LIT because it's going to pick it up, and then just go through the process, and it's all on the phone. So kind of interesting. It says installing the update, so I'm just going to leave this alone for now. Let it do its thing. Okay, our preferences are coming up, and there it is. Update is complete. And that takes care of the unboxing and setting up and installing the update and setting it up for the Quick app. Okay, update is complete. Hit continue. Now I'm going to leave the name as LIT Hero. That's not going to change, so I'm going to leave that alone. Save name. Now it says connect the cloud to get highlight to video. I'm going to do that later. There's me. Now I'm going to go ahead and type in my password, so I'll be back in just a second. Connecting to the net right now. Okay, now that's done. Has a record of that. And it's telling me the auto upload is on. If I want to do that, but I have to plug the charge cable in and do all that kind of stuff, so I'm not going to do that now. So I'm just going to say all done. What does this say? Auto clear. No, I ain't going to do that either. Okay. Now guys, this camera does not have in-camera stabilization. It's done through the application, either on your cell phone or on your PC or Mac. And what you do is you call up GoPro Player, and then it's going to upload all your photos into GoPro Player. It's very similar to Insta360's application. You put it into GoPro Player first, then you open them up, and it's going to ask you, do you want the stabilization? You say yes, apply to all, and then now you can export all your clips out into a specific folder for post-production. So that's how that's done. All right guys, we're going to go ahead now and continue with the setup process using the camera. All right guys, what we're going to go now is set you up on all the settings right now. Now it has slow-mo video, it has video, 4:3 video, super view video, and that's brand new. They just came out with this, and it does some weird stuff. I'm going to find out exactly what it does when we get it out in the field and testing it and all that kind of thing. And the last one is your photos. Photos are 12 megabyte photos, so it's not big. They're not like the bigger cameras like the 13 and stuff like that. And that's okay. It's not built for that. So let's look at preferences first. All right, here are all your preferences. This box that's lit up, that one tells me that my voice control is on. This is the screensaver's on or off. This is your beep. Do you want it on or off? This record with LED on. Record LED off. And LED on. So if you want that red light to flash when you're doing this, then you select that. Scroll some more. Now here is where you can pair like the DJI Mic Mini or a Bluetooth microphone. We're going to do that because I looked in all of YouTube for just the LIT, how to pair. So we're going to go to that right now. So let me grab the mic and I'll be right back. What we're going to do is go ahead and pair the DJI Mic Mini with the GoPro LIT. So first thing you want to do is swipe down, swipe over, see where it says connected. All right, you want to make sure that your microphone is turned on. Okay, it's on. Now I'm going to go into pairing mode. Hit the pairing button. Now we're in the pairing mode. Now I'm going to connect here. And it looks like it doesn't give you two devices. So we may have us an issue here, guys. And that'll cause me to send this camera back. Because I don't want to have to use a 32-bit float. And that's why I got this. So this is kind of weird. So I'm going to stop recording and see if I can figure this out, and I'll be back in a minute. And welcome to Old Guy Perspective, and today we're going to be looking at the GoPro LIT. I think I would change the word LIT to something else, but this is not going to be a good review. I'm going to tell you that right now. Now, if you notice, you're going to get wind noise. It says you can hook up other devices to this camera, like the DJI Mic Mini. That's not the case. First of all, there's only one slot for any devices, and for that you have to disconnect and remove the link up to the Quick app. So I did that and tried to link up the Bluetooth Mic Mini to it, and nope, it wouldn't work. So anyway, what we're going to do today is just go ahead and do a quick review, but don't expect anything. I'm seeing vignetting in the corners already. I don't think this camera is going to do well, but let's find out. Let's be honest and give it a shot. So hey, we'll be back in a bit. I think I can do this. There we go. Thank you. Morning. Hi guys. What we are doing is doing a side-by-side using my Nano against the Hero LIT. Or LIT Hero, whatever they call this thing. Audio-wise, unfortunately, the camera from the LIT will not accept the Bluetooth as they said it will, and it does not. So the audio you're listening to, this one is on the LIT, and now this one is on the Nano. Huge difference. It's an unfair advantage, but that's the whole point. When you're riding a bike or doing something with wind speed, it's going to get picked up. So, not happy. So let's go ahead and continue the ride here in a little bit. We'll see you later. What we're doing now is this POV super view, and that's what we're doing now, and we're talking on the audio of the camera itself. Now, as long as the wind's not blowing, I mean, it's not horrible, but for putting it on an e-bike or motorized skateboard or anything that will generate a lot of wind, this is not the camera for you. But we are going to go ahead and finish this thing up. And I wanted to make sure I touched on almost all of the few modes that it has. The only thing I didn't do was slow-mo. Now this thing only shoots 4K at 30, and in FOV or POV mode it shoots in 4K at 60, and that's what you're seeing right now. All right, quickly, let's talk about the application. Now, they stripped off so much stuff out of the application, it's ridiculous. I don't understand what their thought pattern was. Normally in the app, once you connect a GoPro camera to the application that morning, turn it on, and then once you turn it off and then go to the app and hit the app, it'll automatically detect the camera. The LIT does not do that. Also, the LIT in the app does not have the shut off or power off button. You have to power it off on the camera. Where all the other GoPros, and I mean all of them, Session and the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13, all of them, you can shut it off on the application. It'll connect at the application once you turn it on for the first time that particular day. This doesn't do it. They gutted the application. Terrible on this thing. I mean, terrible. Now, I am using the light right now. I'm going to bring it in a little bit. See if that's any better. Okay, let me try that. Doesn't look like it. Let me take it up one. All it's doing is hitting my reflective stuff on my shirt. It's actually worse. Shut it off. Oh yeah, the low light in this thing is horrible. I mean, horrible, beyond horrible. Like I said, this guys, I'm going to take it from 2-star to 1-star. That's all this camera gets. It's horrible. In shade here, you can see how dark my face is right now. There's no edits on this at all. and you can see this is a horrible camera. And they want, like I said, $269 or $279 for it. Come on now. The Itasca, which you can pick up all day long for $109, I think it is, has 4K at 30, 4K at 60. It has multiple modes. This has 4 modes. It has slow-mo. It has video 4.3, and FOV or POV. And that's it. Now the POV shoots, the only thing it'll shoot is in 4K at 60, and it kind of smushes it. You saw it in the film. I can't even see a reason to even give this to a kid. This is horrible. Okay, so I mean, that's just some of the stuff I ran into. So let me recap real quick before we totally wrap this thing up. One, it will not, I don't care what they say, it will not connect to another Bluetooth microphone. Where my 13 and my 11 and 9, my 11 and 13 both hook up to the microphone right here, which is the DJI Mic Mini. No problem at all. My Nano connects up to the Mic Mini. This GoPro, and it's new, does not. And it says connect other devices in the menu. You can't connect any devices. The only device it'll connect to is the Quick app, and that's it. I did try to connect the mic up by disconnecting and forgetting the device on the app and just wiping it out, and then trying to pair the microphone to that, and that didn't work, so nothing worked. And that was the reason I got it. I wanted another small, tiny camera that would link up and work with a Bluetooth mic, even though they say it will not. So let's continue on with this wrap up. All right, guys, let's wrap this thing up. Very disappointing on this camera. This camera is not even close to prime time. This is a toy for maybe young teens or 11, 10, 12, 11-year-old that are just kind of fooling around with a camera. But again, like I said, at $269 or $279, this is a $79 camera all day long, and you can get a whole lot more from the Itasca and other cameras, third-party cameras out there. This is a GoPro failure. Straight up, being honest, this is horrible. I didn't even look at the light thing, so let me go ahead and turn that on. That's the first light, the second light, and the third light. Now, it is blinding. I don't have the diffuser on because I just didn't want to bring it with me. I'm already turned off with this camera when I could not connect the Bluetooth microphone to it, and that's what told me to send it back. So this camera is going back, but I wanted to finish up the review and be honest. It's not prime time. It's not even close. If you're going to spend $269 or $79 on a camera, go up another 100 and pick up the Nano or GoPro 13 if you want a GoPro, but don't mess with this LIT. This thing is really substandard. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. See you on the next one.